You advance in that level in power still by the agency of the Holy Ghost, because power in itself without the Holy Ghost will never advance. Are you getting my point now? So a believer that is not wise, we think that just because he has power he will neglect the Holy Ghost, and after 5 years he has exhausted the possibility that lies within his own realm of power, and somebody will come with a superior power and kill him. And that's why you can see people that walk in all kinds of tremendous powers and operation. Later on, something come and kill them. And that thing that came and killed them was, it exercised another level of power. Because at that point of the contention in Kratos, they are supposed to survive. How? By the agency of the Holy Ghost, they should be able to excel. So Jesus Christ, although he walked in power, he has so much proximity with the Spirit. So he will tell you, I can but of my own do nothing. As I see my Father do, so I do. And so somehow he's led by the Holy Ghost at all times. So anytime you want to go and pray, he's not doing it because he wants to do it, but there is an enablement of the Holy Ghost. So when it comes to the agency of the Spirit, it's no longer about journey in power as it were. It's about helping your infirmity, because the Holy Ghost knows that there is a treasure in earthen vessel. So when the Holy Ghost begins to allow you to pray, in as much as he excels you in power, he knows that the level of the current you pass through a wire is determined by the strength of the wire itself, because there's a level that you pass that the wire will burn. So the Holy Ghost will be that supporting system to ensure that you become so strong enough to be able to contain it. If not, it will not take a while, you will still burn out. I know this is power night. We are going to pray for power. Power will come. But I'm trying to let you understand the way men maintain themselves in this. I have seen men walk in tremendous power. Many of them are backslidden, although they walked in power. What happened? So before you give men power, there are laws that governs the realm of operation. And that is why even if you go to a Babalawo place, if he's not giving you power, you take the day you do this, that day, this one way, they will tell you the protocol and the rules for engagement. And in this kingdom, the rules for engagement of the power that God will ever give you is to understand that you are under the confines of the Holy Ghost. And you with the Holy Ghost, there is not going to be a limit to which you can go. And having had this understanding, now you know that by the time the power advanced to Kratos, God still out you back again to exousia. Because exousia is supposed to be a power of choice. And now you have been able to journey through the realms of power, and you understand its dynamic is in operation. And now you can operate it by choice. You see the error now? Because as men begin to advance, you did 100 days dry fasting, you did all kinds of things, and you challenge all kinds of operations. You went the extra mile, and now you broke through diverse realms in power. That's good. And now you came to a point where you have exousia, and now you can operate it at choice. But how many of us, if we have the power to turn all of us here to chicken or to goat, you wouldn't have turned me to goat by now? See, what's Apostle Philip saying here? I'm tired. You just turned me to a goat. I'll do man. Later in the morning, you turn me back and say, well, I'll go back to Lafia. Why? Because the challenge is this: as God advances you to a point where he gives you all his possibility, you have that chance to wake up one day and say, I want to be like the Most High. I want to challenge the Most High. Because everyone that thinks that God is enough, a being for him to stand and speak to him, is a man that God has excelled. Do you know that nobody has a right to stand and talk to you like this except the person you draw so close? Do you realize that? And that is why over familiarity provokes familiar spirit. When people come close to you, they begin to dishonor you the more. Why? Because you have given them so much exousia, and now they have the choice to do as they please. But wise men understand that just because God shared a dimension with them doesn't mean he has exhausted his possibility. The devil thought that he knew all of God. He thought he has understood everything, and he thought God does not have an option again. So God, divide this kingdom. Let's run a parallel government together. I did not even do anything. He allowed Michael. And Michael excelled in another strength. Because what we don't know is that the dimensions that God locked up in some of these angelic beings. Even them themselves, they are discovering themselves daily. So angels excel in strength. So in the day God wants them to do greater things, they excel. So that day, Michael became more anointed, because Lucifer was the anointed cherub that covered it. God made him so. You are the one that covered it, and I have said this so. And he looked upon heaven. He looked around. No one is like him. And he felt it's too important. And I said, well, I think the only one that is like me now is you. Okay, I want to sit there. What he did not know, that the same person that set him to be like that can set another one to be like that. There was nothing special about any one of them. Till now, I know you would think there is something special about the cherubim. There is nothing special. Because they look upon you and they wonder, who is man that thou art mindful of him? Because what makes you think you are not special is because you have not excelled in strength. Because the day you excel in strength, they will be at your beck and call. Because in the days God wants to war, Michael excelled in strength. Gabriel come, and the priest heard him bow. Another being that excelled came. And let me tell you, if God wanted Gabriel, I know they will tell you yes, because Michael is an angel of war, Gabriel is an angel of this. You think Gabriel doesn't have power? Who struck Zachariah? Is that one power? Is that one messenger? Have you ever seen an angel that is powerless before? You don't know this. They excel in strength. And in the days of war, he just realized that he was nothing. And that is how the thing works. The Holy Ghost is there to help us to excel and come to a point where we can consolidate. Because this power, you will need it more in the days of adversity. So don't do quick in the display. Because many of you, as the Lord empower you now, wait first. A day is going to come when it will be needed.